A shocking event unfolded on a routine flight home, leaving passengers stunned. A 13-year-old boy, flying solo for the first time, sat quietly in his seat when something caught the attention of a flight attendant. She lingered, her eyes sharp, her expression unreadable. Before anyone could react, tension filled the cabin. Where are you watching from? Drop your city or country in the comments as we dive into this story. Miles Carter, just 13, was bright, curious, and full of excitement for his first solo trip. His mother waved goodbye at the gate, holding back tears, while his father waited at the destination. Miles wore his favorite NASA hoodie from camp and kept earbuds in, staring out the window at passing clouds. Quiet and polite, he seemed like any other kid enjoying the adventure. The cabin was calm, passengers chatting softly or dozing off, but the flight attendant's gaze kept returning to Miles. Her expression was unreadable, her steps deliberate. She whispered to another crew member, glancing back at him as if sizing him up. Something about Miles had unsettled her, though no one else noticed. The tension grew, subtle but unmistakable, hinting that the quiet flight would soon erupt into chaos. The attendant approached Miles once more, her pace measured, her smile tight. 2 other crew members joined her, leaning toward him with questions he couldn't fully hear. Confused but respectful, Miles stood as instructed. Passengers shifted in their seats, sensing the tension rise. The flight attendant accused him of fidgeting suspiciously and refusing to follow instructions. Miles tried to explain, but he was interrupted. The cabin held its breath, sensing something terrible was about to happen. Suddenly, a sharp click echoed. A flash and electricity surged through Miles' small body. He convulsed, collapsing to the floor as screams filled the cabin. Passengers shouted, some filming the shocking scene on their phones. Chaos erupted as crew members attempted to regain control, claiming safety protocols. But the moment had already been captured from every angle. Fear, anger, and disbelief swept through the plane. The image of a 13-year-old being tased without warning would haunt everyone on board. Miles's father, David Carter, a renowned civil rights attorney, awaited at the arrival gate. Calm, controlled, and focused, he watched paramedics attend to his son, his presence commanding attention. Every eye turned as he approached the flight attendant directly, past officers and staff. The suspense was palpable. Everyone sensed that the man before them was about to take action, and no one dared underestimate his power or resolve. David Carter didn't yell or threaten, he informed. Calmly, he made calls to the FAA, federal prosecutors, and major media outlets. Then he released the footage. Multiple angles, multiple witnesses, no room for denial. The airline tried to spin the story, but David countered publicly, laying out the facts with precision. Every move was calculated, every word intentional. Passengers, staff, and viewers online felt the power of the law in motion. Justice was no longer a question. It was inevitable. Miles began physical recovery, his small frame showing red marks and bruises, reminders of the incident. But the emotional wounds ran deeper: confusion, betrayal, fear. Through it all, David ensured his son's story would be heard, protecting him and amplifying his experience. Viewers could feel the weight of what had happened, empathizing with a child whose first solo flight turned into a nightmare. The airline acted swiftly, suspending the entire crew involved. New policies followed: comprehensive training, body cams, and bans on tasers for non-security personnel. Settlements were offered, but David refused to sign any confidentiality clause. His mission wasn't just personal justice, it was systemic change. The story sent a clear message. Accountability matters, and no airline staff, regardless of rank, could ignore abuse. Passengers, parents, and the public saw the power of one family demanding truth. This story is bigger than one flight. It reflects a pattern of bias and prejudice, a reminder of how assumptions can harm innocent lives. Ask yourself, what if that had been your child? How many Miles Carters are flying today, hoping their skin doesn't make them targets? Share your city and country in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe. Stories like this must be told, and change must continue.